Greetings and salutations, travelers. Welcome back to the Inn of Planar Crossroads. And we hope you appreciated the Canadian showing you his butt.
I did.
Yes.
Hmm?
Nothing. We started recording when you were up and about. So we're glad that you came and to watch us play games and defeat evil cultists. First, for announcements. So, as far as announcements go, here is our disclaimer of adults using adult language in this podcast. You have been warned. Next announcement. Patreon page for both Black Dragon Gaming and the Inn of Planar Crossroads. You can check them out. We both have different tiers, different levels, get different things. You should look. Current session is going to be, I believe, 35.
That sounds
If
right.
I'm not mistaken. So, this is going to be session 35. I have yet to title it. I will probably take something from the fight today to title it, because that's what's going to more than likely tie up the majority of the session is the fight, which is tight quarter fight. Subscriber appreciation. Yeah, we got a subscriber appreciation one-shot happening probably this weekend. It's, let me see. There's 2 days left for anybody that wants to enter. So if you want to enter, you have to get Kane a message like right now. Pause the video. Well, actually, this video won't go up before that happens. So
Yeah, I think
some point.
by the time anybody sees this video, the one shot will have already been recorded.
There we go. He did not say that. I did not. All right.
Ignore
so
the man
that
behind the
means-
curtain.
Yes. Ignore the man behind the curtain. We are going to have our next one shot when we double that. So when we're not 100 subscribers, but rather 200. Colin has said that he will run a game. He will run a one shot. So, and it's a special themed one shot. So you'll have to stay tuned as we get closer. Some of you already know if you actually watch the Inn of Planar Crossroads on a regular basis. Monthly giveaway this month is a splat book of your choice. Probably within the $12 to $15 or $20 range. It can be from any system that you prefer, as long as it's tabletop. So World of Darkness, Mage. I don't know if they have many splat books for those, but World of Darkness, even Call of Cthulhu. You can have Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons splat book. You know, it'll be your choice, and you can have one of those sent to you. Got to be a patron though. So $10 tier patron. Let me see. Monthly giveaway new series. There's a new series that's going to be coming out. I'm supposed to be uploading it soon. It should come out before this episode actually comes out, and that will be Misadventures in the Southern Colony. And that is going to be a game that is a one-on-one game with me and my son. He wants to play a Kitsune ninja. So it's a kid's game, so it's family friendly, or at least as family friendly as my imagination gets, which is not quite always family friendly. There's no cussing, but there's going to be that, and he's going to have some. You should have some fun. You get to see a lot of stuff go on with him. He's a fairly good role player, and he wanted to play a sneaky Kitsune ninja, so I'm sure hilarity will ensue.
Adventure, murder, arson, but no romance because girls are icky and I'm 8.
Yep, probably something like that. Probably. Well, I don't know. He says he already knows he wants to get married when he gets older, but his character is 8, so his character in the game is 8 too. So that you're probably right about that. It will depend a lot on how much time passes in the whole thing. Okay, last announcement. Cons, at least last day in Planar Crossroads, is cons that we're going to go to. We know for sure this year that we're going to the St. Louis Comic-Con. At least most of it, a lot of us are. That includes myself, Kane, Colin, Joe from Black Dragon Gaming, Tommy from Black Dragon Gaming. Alex didn't want to fly over. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It only cost a few $100. So, yep. And yes, I claim full responsibility for the chicken noises, but we're going to pretend that that's just Henryetta making noise underneath Wayko's hat. So there. All right. I think that's everything. Now, Colin, you have a chat coming up with Nerdarchy, don't you?
Yes, indeed, I do.
All right. Tell the people when that is.
That is this Friday at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time.
All right. Good deal.
So, that'll be
And
fun.
you're talking about what?
Playing a character of a different gender.
Okie dokie.
So,
So
we'll
there we
see.
go,
We'll
people.
see how that goes.
Yes. And Tommy, anything from you before we start?
Nope, I'm ready to kill stuff.
All right. So let's do this, people. We're gonna jump right back in. Everybody, make me a fort save.
Does this include familiars, etc.?
Well, I should rephrase. Everybody that was hit last turn, make me a fort save. I don't think Mazus was.
No.
Mainly just Magpie, actually. Magpie.
Nahkräs
Did
got
I
it
get
too.
hit?
You did.
Oh,
You
yes,
both.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, my memory may not be pristine, but it is not that bad.
No, I have a hit bar up above him that you guys can't see.
They shaved some of your feathers.
Yes.
How dare they?
I just
The
screamed this
demon
morning.
fire all over again. I'm gonna have bald spots.
You're just lucky you got magical healing, or those would have scarred over, and you never would have grown those feathers back.
13.
Okay.
You did it.
Both Nahkräs and Magpie feel when they get hit, they feel a kind of itchiness, almost, I guess you would say, something along that kind of line when they get slashed by the blades, but they do not succumb. Magpie, you can make me I guess a general intelligence or wisdom check, whichever is higher. And
Guys, I think they have
ranks,
itching powder on their knives.
if you have skill ranks in medicine or in knowledge, it's
Nature,
healed. There we go.
maybe?
Knowledge, nature,
Knowledge
and
nature, you said.
heal.
Are these guys hitting us with like
Yes.
goblin dog dander or something? Also, my knowledge nature is a natural 20. You made me waste a natural 20 on this. Damn it.
Oh,
That's one cultist that gets to live.
There you
I
go.
rolled a 19
well, you don't have to crit to
plus
hit these
wisdom is
people.
21.
Okay,
But I don't
Magpie.
have ranks in neither of that nonsense.
Well, let me see. Nahkräs, you know this was probably some kind of disease, and
Okay.
Magpie knows exactly what type of disease.
Oh.
And you guys kind of look at each other, and a realization comes over your mind. Because as Emmy was telling you about stuff, she was telling you about Voral's phage, or that's what they called it, which was the disease that hit them in the house that they were at.
Oh.
So every hit, gonna have to make that save. All right.
Good.
Phage?
Yes.
Fun.
Now, yeah. Now we get to start. And the elf in the robes is just rolling on the floor laughing. And he tries to keep from doing so. With a natural 2. Yep. So, see why I try to warm up my dice, you know? I mean, like,
Yeah.
I love you. It's okay.
I mean, that was
Same
almost a
DM
crit.
dice. Yeah, almost
yeah.
a crit. There you go.
They're right next to each other on the die.
Mhm.
All the numbers are right next to each other on the dice. All of them.
What? No.
Uh,
Kind of.
all right.
I mean, if you want to get picky.
All right. He does not save, which means he is still prone and laughing, and that is, you guys are level 4? 5.
5.
All right, so,
So
I'll
3
put
more
counters
rounds.
on him. Do what?
3 more rounds.
Not 4 more rounds. This is the first time he's had to make
No,
the save.
this is the
past
second.
initial.
This is the second time.
But we
He
only
had to
have one.
save
That
the
was
record.
when I cast it.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Because it takes effect when you cast it, so that's one
Mhm.
round that he has to drop. Then he's got to do it on his save again, blah, 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 blah. So, 3 rounds, people. You have taken out the boss monster.
Now, those
3 rounds.
is that based on my turn or his turn?
It's based on his turn, so because he's
Aw.
got to make the save. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
fair
awe
enough.
me. It's 3 rounds. Don't awe me. You
He's
ain't
dead
getting
in 3
no
rounds
pity
anyway.
out of me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Tell you what, Wayko's turn.
Wayko's not here.
That's all right. Kane's bodying.
As long as
I
we
got
have a
mute things so I
Canadian.
can type things so I can search other things.
Yeah, Alex is right. As
Yeah.
long as we have a Canadian running the Canadian.
I'm gonna do what Malcolm talked about doing last time. I'm gonna just lay down a angry thundercloud on this staircase.
Okay, I'll find a
Probably like-
thundercloud.
Probably right here.
All right, let the people know what that does while I find a thundercloud.
3d6 points of electricity damage, reflex save to negate. If it hits somebody, it stops for the round. So he's gonna just right there, and then that's the end of it.
There we go. Right here, Kane,
Yeah.
and it's just on that cloud. Yes.
I believe so.
Okay, so reflex save.
They also
There.
take a -4 to dexterity because it's grappled.
Oh well, I mean that drops it below 1. So I mean, yeah.
Ha ha!
Well,
He eats the lightning.
Zip zap!
Delicious.
Yeah, as he looks up, the lightning seems to travel down one of the threads straight into his brain pan.
Oh,
I'll just roll this one 3 times.
It has a loud D6.
It is not. 11 points of damage.
Okay. So that is that character's turn. Wayko is going to stay or move?
Wayko will...
Now you have your flanking buddy.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move the witch into melee.
He can take it.
Cast Inflict Light Wounds, hold
Yeah,
the charge. If
put
it
him
attacks
right
you, it takes
there.
damage.
If I
him
remember
right there
correctly,
in
he
the
did
pit.
cast the mage armor right before we started, so he's got some pretty high armor class right now.
Just use the chicken.
True.
I don't think it's
No,
high.
that chicken is not
It's just not shite.
Yeah.
What is his AC normally? Where is this on this sheet? No, his AC is decent. It's a 21 right now. It's the same as Magpie's.
Look, off he goes.
Yeah, get up in there. Witch?
That would provoke an AOO then.
Oh, yes. Yes, it would.
You can try the acrobatics.
That one sees him coming in, sees the witch coming in, and he tries to swing at him, but the razor just kind of goes right across his hat's peak.
Oh, yeah, he's got those crazy Wayko eyes going.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Giant teeth in those
All right.
crazy eyes.
Okie dokie. That's a moving standard. I believe it is now time for Magpie to go.
Magpie's gonna stab this guy.
Okay.
The guy who's in between Wayko and Magpie now. That's a potential crit.
Finally.
Ooh.
Yeah, after
Yay.
34 episodes, I roll a 19.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Yep.
It's a 23 to confirm.
That confirms. You have officially done a crit. I mean, you've threatened before, but this is your first real, honest crit. Magpie.
Congratulations. I'm gonna skewer this dude like a shish kebab.
Yeah.
7, 14, 28 points of damage.
But the percentage dice came.
All right, the percentage die.
Yes.
Maybe more than that. This is the
Yeah.
guy that had some dual damage on him.
Yes.
From what? Oh, yeah.
They beamed him with the sap right at the beginning of the combat.
Hmm.
81.
81 damage. Yeah.
No, 81 on the percentage.
Jesus
On the percentile.
Christ.
All right. 81 on the.
You just gave me shit
percentile.
about
I gotta
not rolling the
write that down.
percentile dice.
This is your rapier.
The S-Dog.
Big boy rapier.
Missile and piercing weapons. 81. You said. So that means abdominal injury, death in 1 to 6 days unless healed.
Yes.
Exciting.
We did it.
So
We'll
It
let
nicked
that
his
one get
heart.
away, and we'll still get the experience.
you let
It's
him
just a
walk.
couple days later.
That's
You let
assuming
him walk
it's
because
not
he's
instant
dead.
death just from the damage,
Yeah.
because he might just be outright dead.
Well, how much damage was it again?
28.
28. Oh, that should be enough.
It'll be a 14 at 2 times.
He's got. So what happens is you stick him really good, and he was already woozy before, and he starts to bleed out when you hit him. So he is effectively unconscious.
Oh, I didn't even roll the
And-
sneak attack damage.
Yeah, I was just about to
Now
say.
he's dead.
Okay. Okay. Come on, man. You're
15
a
extra
rogue
points
kid.
of damage. I rolled 3
He's
5s.
dead. He's dead. Sheesh.
I got so excited about the 19. I'm sorry.
All right. That is your turn, Magpie.
It is Magpie's turn.
Magpie's turn.
All right. Now, Cross.
Tumble
what are you
through me
going to do?
now, dick.
First things first, we're gonna have my war cat full attack. This one here. First attack with is a. I really shouldn't close these character sheets. 18 to hit.
Hits.
Yep. So 8 damage.
8 damage.
Second attack, natural 20 with the claw. It chooses who will go and who will stay, and this one will go. 91 on the percentage dice. Well, I gotta confirm.
You gotta confirm.
23 to confirm.
23 does hit.
All right, so 91
So-
on the percentage dice.
91. These are slashing
Ouch.
weapons.
I assume.
Natural weapons.
Abdominal
is-
injury, death in 1d6 days unless healed.
We did it.
Just keep poking him in the heart. That's what we're gonna do.
12 damage from the crit.
That'd be a thoracic injury.
hmm
How much damage?
12.
12.
Last attack is a. Well, does he die?
Yes.
Okay.
He does die.
So I'm gonna 5 foot step here And then 14 to hit, probably no.
14 does not hit.
I didn't think so. Okay, so Nahkräs is gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, and I will attempt the acrobatics check over his CMD to try to not get beamed by this guy, because I am gonna go here and get the flank.
He's technically prone.
Not the one laughing, the other guy.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
And then the acrobatics is an abysmal 10. I probably get attacked.
An abysmal 10 does get you attacked.
Okay.
And there, you didn't have to beat high, but yeah, 10. All right, so he's going to swing at you. Does a 19 hit?
That gets there, yeah.
Okay, he's going to do a d4 of damage plus 2. A grand total of 3 damage.
Okay.
I know you're shaking. And then make me a fort save.
Then make a fort save. That would be a 21.
You pass.
All right. Then here's the attack. 16 is in my threat range. And then it is a... Where is my attack roll for this character? 6, 9, 8, 20, 30 to confirm.
Let's confirm.
Okay. So 99 on the percentage dice
Oh,
from a slashing weapon
Oh,
that's probably beheading.
for maximum damage.
All right. Decapitation!
Good.
He's dead.
So
You swing, you dance around your war cat as this dude's laughing maniacally on the floor, and it distracts his friend. He doesn't get a good hit on you because of that, and you shake off the itch that starts to stem from that little nick he gave you, and you go whoosh on your upswing as you spin your back around, and his head just kind of jolts for a second, and then his head just kind of rolls off, mask and all.
nice. Well, it's 66 damage. I know it doesn't matter, but 66 damage, and then that's my turn.
But it matters to you.
It does.
All right. I assume that is your turn.
Yep.
We're gonna
Alex
kill your
Kinney's turn.
boss. We're gonna kill your boss.
Or we could question
So-
him for information.
He's too busy laughing.
He's too busy dying.
That too.
so
Wanna borrow my sap?
Emmy's
Shut
looking at this whole situation. You know, these guys over here are entangled. You can probably see a couple more below from the banister, but you know, right now she's mainly focused on the big guy. So
I wonder if Wayko has hydraulic push.
I highly doubt it.
Down the stairs.
you
That
have
doesn't
seen
sound like
Emmy
a very
force
Wayko
trick people
spell.
before.
Never have I ever wanted the bull rush feats so bad.
I feel like push downstairs should be its own combat maneuver.
That's kind of all of them. You can
Hey.
trip and have the same effect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Emmy
that's true.
could literally trip 2 of these guys right now if she wanted to.
Do it.
You guys have tripped somebody down the stairs before. Remember the bugbear?
Oh god.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Emmy thinks that Magpie and Wayko got the staircase covered, so she's not too worried about that. She can do that next turn if she has to, so she will move to here and do some magic missile magic.
I forgot about tripping the bugbear down the stairs because seeing Gideon
right.
just outright embarrass an enemy has become so commonplace it's no longer special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic Gideon.
So all of these are hitting this guy right here.
Hitting the guy that's down. All right. Sounds like a very Emmy thing to do.
5, 3,
Alright.
and 2.
Okay. Grand total of 10 then.
Yep.
This is his first bit of real damage. Oops. Okay.
He's more concerned about what happens if he gets up soon.
So you see the 3 bolts go with the kind of the shape of. Do you want me to describe how your bolts look, or do you want to describe how your bolts look?
You know, it had never really crossed my mind. If you have something, you can toss it out there.
So as you start to weave your hands, little spectral foxes kind of dance across your knuckles as they move, and then as you throw like this, they each go and smack, smack, smack right into the person.
They probably hop all over the place, like, before actually hitting the person, too.
How adorable.
Yeah, they kind of ricochet around.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, that is that. Now, the first Skinsaws. These are the yellows. Yellows move up. Yellow team, go. Okay. Man, how can they get upstairs?
Well, they're rogues. They've got acrobatics. They can figure
I
it
mean-
out, right?
If there was
Parkour!
a window,
Yeah. How convenient.
I've made that clear. So you guys First off, so you guys didn't go trying to guard
Break
the
the windows.
windows, so nobody jumped out. Because that would be a thing. One of you guys would camp at the window, so no one could get away. Because of all the XP that has gotten away in the past.
Oh, it's like someone made us paranoid.
All right. I actually think that Team Yellow is not going to do that. Team Yellow is going to probably go up the banisters.
Oh, good. That's exactly what I wanted you to do.
I mean, they're
I'm
stuck
curious
way
as
down
to the
there.
why of it.
Yes. Come up the 30-foot drop. Do it.
All right. So they start. Let me see. This guy can move right here. Make a simple climb check. It's not that hard, and he can make up. Oh, let me see. You move at half your speed, so he makes about 15 feet up. This guy comes behind him. Has to use some of his movement to get there. He can't quite get a hold of it, so he can't even try this time. He starts to trip on himself. And then this guy can make it from where he is. He makes it, and he gets about 15 to get over there. And these guys are still going to go up the normal way.
What are your third level spells, Wayko?
Well, if they made it 15 feet up, that's only the next floor up. So yeah, one will be right here, one will be right here, and one would be right here on the banisters at the moment.
So they're all on the banisters, or no?
They would have spent their whole turn moving, so I think they could have used enough movement to get up here and here, and this one would have had to have come off right here, and that would probably provoke from Magpie.
That definitely provokes.
So there you go. You
Go,
guys have
Birdie,
more
go.
meat for the grinder. Go.
Can I just knock him back down the hole, or is he?
We can flavor it like you're trying to knock him back down the hole
All right.
as he's
I'm
moving
gonna do
through.
that. I'm gonna try to do that. Mostly, I'm just gonna
Technically,
stab him.
that's not how it works, people. But this would be flavorful.
I mean,
Well,
you can do a
I
bull
mean, can
rush. You can do a bull
can I
rush
trip him?
if you want to, as your attack of opportunity. I think. No.
Oh,
yeah,
can
you
you-
can. Can't you?
No,
No,
yeah.
no,
You can
no.
replace any standard attack with a combat maneuver.
Mhm.
Only trip. No, what is it? Trip and disarm, I think, because those are considered attacks.
Or possibly grappled. Or grapple. Possibly grab too.
Grapple.
Grapple. Well, you trip him, he's probably gonna fall on his head.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try and trip him.
So,
I think that's more fun than just stabbing him.
yeah.
Right.
Now, technically, that provokes from everybody who is threatening Magpie because Magpie
Oh,
will let us know
man.
group trip.
Would mobility count against that?
I don't think no, because you didn't move. Mobility only counts when you move.
Oh right, CMB is strength. Never mind. I'm just gonna stick him.
Oh, chickened out. Fine.
Pun
I'd rather
intended.
have the +8 than the +3.
Mhm.
You guys should
7.
probably hit them with a +3. I'm just saying.
Unless a
So does
13 hits.
Climbing through that web get them grappled in the process? Because
web's down
these
the
guys are
stairs.
right in the area.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
the
it
web
covers
was
that.
aimed down the stairs, is what I was told.
Huh?
I was told the web was aimed down the stairs. Is that not the case? Because then they probably couldn't have climbed up anyway.
You
Depends on
pick the squares.
how far up and down is it? Because it only has a 20 feet range.
It's enough to cover this portion of the stairs for sure, going up and down.
I mean, like everything in here, 20 feet from ceiling to the floor.
Oh, okay. Well, they couldn't have done all this anyway. We're gonna have to flavor this now. They try to cut their way up through here.
I mean,
They can make
just-
reflex saves.
they can climb, but they have to make escape artist or what's the other one? Combat maneuver.
They're trying to
checks.
be.
Otherwise, they get grappled when they move through the web.
It's escape artist, not acrobatics.
Escape artist.
I don't even have that. That's stupid.
These are wonderful
And it's
rogues.
just plus your dex.
Whatever. Dang things. All right, so they got to beat a 19, right?
Yep.
All right, one failed, has tilted. The other fails. So these two are both webbed, and we won't bother worrying about the other guy because Magpie just sliced at him.
Yeah, does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Yeah, I rolled
I cannot account for your pitiful rolls. They can only be so weak. Okie dokie. So that's them. Now these guys move. Let me see, where are they? That's the purple, the pinks. So this guy needs to. He saves on his turn with the thundercloud, doesn't he?
It's on Wayko's turn. The thundercloud attacks basically.
Okay, so it's like a pet, not a
Yeah.
effect.
Mhm.
All right, so he's going to try and I guess CMD out of that because they don't have they don't have combat maneuvers. I mean, not combat maneuvers. They don't have escape artists. Don't know why a rogue wouldn't have escape artist. But come on,
Because they were made in
that was
3.5 and escape artist wasn't it? Was that a skill in 3.5? I don't think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Oh wow. Then there is no
this
excuse.
is the anniversary edition.
Then
This
there's
is
less
the anniversary
excuse.
edition. They have no excuse, Paizo. No excuse not to have escape artist.
I mean, these are shitty cultists. They're not rogues.
All right, so that one stays trapped. What about the other one? Oh, the other one makes it. The other one makes it. So he's not trapped. Now he's going to try to acrobatics through 2 different squares to get over here.
He would also have to roll not to get stuck again.
Every 5 feet, I believe.
Yeah, as long as he's moving through the web.
Yep.
He has to make a check.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so check to make it through the web. Oh, yes, he made it through the web on that area. Now he's got to make it through Magpie.
Looking for a 23.
All right, you get to hit him then as he swings through here.
Sneak attack. No,
Does
I
that
can't do that on an
trigger
attack of
Wayko?
opportunity.
Does that
Yeah.
does a
Sneak attack.
Oh, okay. That is a 23 again.
23 hits? Does Wayko also get an attack of opportunity if
No, it moved into a threatened square, but not through it.
Okay, didn't know.
19 points of damage.
19 points of damage.
Of damage.
Alright.
As I skewer him with my schwerd.
He does not look very happy about that hit that you got on him. In fact, he looks, I mean, on a scale from 1 to 29, he looks at like a 19. So,
On a scale of 1 to 29, he'd be at a 9 if I did 19 points of damage.
well, I mean, that's my
Or
fault
10.
because I calculate up to max HP. I don't take away. But yes, he has 10 left, basically. So, oh no, 4th wall broken. I'm sure you guys are so disappointed.
Yes, I'm defeated.
Your world is shattered. All right. That's his turn. Are there any more pinks? There are some more pinks. Are they gonna go up there? Refresh my knowledge of the web spell. Can it be cut through? I don't
No.
think so. It's magical.
You can burn it.
All right. Yeah, we can burn it with our 3 friends in it.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
I mean, I wouldn't suggest it, but
All right. So for every 5 feet, well, there's no other way to get up. There really isn't. So guess we'll do this. He'll come here to not get entangled. He makes it. He's not entangled. He'll come here, and these guys already moved. Okay. And now I think all these dudes are dead. All the purples are dead. So I need to take them off the turn order.
Mazus, please help me.
All right.
what?
Mazus.
I'm gonna prepare a spell, and that's my turn.
Mazes, please help me. I'm going to prepare something in pass.
Yeah. that does not always bode well for those involved.
Yeah.
Okay. Mazus is preparing his spell. Mr. Hideous Laughter continues to laugh maniacally. And takes off
Like
one.
Snidely Whiplash.
I'll get you, Dudley. Wayko, it's your turn, and you have an active thundercloud.
Wayko's turn, and he's got that active thundercloud right there, I see.
Yeah.
I assume it's already given that guy a good zots.
It has indeed.
Yes.
And so I think that cloud's going to move just one scoot down the stairs, and it's going to give that guy a nice old zots. The zots. Briefly remember what aggressive thundercloud does.
What's the DC?
Be reflex against, just be my witch DC, right? So about 17?
I think it's
17?
18. It's a 2nd level spell, and it's plus your intelligence mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 18.
All right.
All right, he does not make it, so you can roll your damage.
Nice. That's going to be a big old dirty 3d6, it seems. Yes, that die, the d6, the most classic of dies, the favorite of this one here, has a 5, a 4, it's 9. Oh, and that's a 6 for 15 damage.
So,
on this Luke.
so as if following the same cue, this guy did not get entrapped by the web, but he seems to stumble in just as the lightning comes down and zaps him between the eyes with a nice, strong jolt.
I imagine he looked real proud of himself
scrambling.
for getting out of the web just to like look up into it.
Yeah,
Zots.
just about that.
Look at that. I've been inside for 10 minutes, already given it zots.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my thundercloud, and I guess that was my move action to move that thing.
Mhm.
which means I can still conceivably hit this dude with my good old handy-dandy Clubberino. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that thing I know how to use right now and have not forgotten remote. Okay.
You are oh so convincing.
Yes, convincing's what I do. And that's an 11 to hit.
Okie dokie. 11 does not hit that guy.
All right, I try to club him, but you just go to the club instead, I guess. That's my turn.
Okie
Classic Wayko.
All right.
Classic Wayko.
So if he tries to club him and doesn't go to the club, goes to the club instead, so he swings like this, knows he's whipping, and just comes around and tries to air guitar it to make it look like he didn't try or something.
Yeah, just it's a dance. That's what he was doing. Just a dance.
Ooh, I'm dancing.
Got that bard level.
All right, Magpie, it's your turn.
I'm going for the stab. I'm gonna stab.
Stabby, stabby.
24.
Who are you hitting?
The one in between us. The one that I get all the extra dice for.
Okay.
So that Wayko can cast spells without provoking attacks of opportunity. 22 points of damage.
Well, based off of our previous conversation about this person, I think you know that you add another body to the pile that's starting right there.
Oh, I obliterate that guy.
Oh yeah. His guts start to spill out.
That square right there in between us is going to start to become
Gross.
difficult terrain soon.
Gross.
It's got like 2 bodies in it already.
Gross.
Super gross.
All in the matter of 12 seconds. It's gotten 2 bodies in it.
Yeah.
Magpie is a very good swordsman.
One might call him...
Amazing!
Yes, good. Other people are doing it for me. It's spreading like the plague.
All right, so how
Alright.
does this move interfere with Mazus's plans? Is that okay?
No, I'm fine. You can't.
Mace
You
is
can't.
like, that's fine, man.
You can't screw me up.
Go ahead.
It's
I just
gonna
wanna know if
create
I'm-
hit us.
Is that the plan before I commit to move and start swinging?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put my cat here and have the cat ready in action to attack
You're
you
such a
if you do
dick.
something shitty.
No, like you can't. There's nothing you can do to interfere
Thanks.
with my plans.
I didn't say there was. I'm just wanting to know what they are.
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
We'll
That's fine.
see. Okay, 19 to hit this guy.
That
I
hits.
mean, we'll suggest that the war cat goes after the big guy who's on the ground,
I
Yeah,
probably
just sit
will.
on his chest.
so we don't get
He's got 2
so
more
we don't
rounds.
get snuck up on. Yeah, but he could pass any one of those rounds and be instantly up. It's
No.
not
Isn't he
locked
now-
down to 2 more rounds.
We looked at it. It's you get 2 saves and you can get off that second save, but after that you're stuck.
Okay.
You should
So
bite
12
off.
damage to this guy.
12 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Bite off.
Yeah, I'll go attack the boss. If Nahkräs gets caught in some AoE shit, though, I'm attacking Mazus. Saying that now.
No.
I don't know what the neg is not on shooting Mazus. the neg on homeboy who's laughing on the ground. But I think I'm just gonna try to grab him. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun. I don't get to do that very often. So that's a 12, I think. Yeah, I rolled kind of bad. 12 over his CMD minus like whatever negs he takes for being prone and stuff.
Okay, so you're rolling around with you're fighting with the other Skinsaw, and you say, "Go over there and grab the cat. Grab the one in the robes," or something along those lines, I suppose.
Something like that, yeah.
So she goes over there and she kind of looks and stalks over there. Gets in no big hurry because he's on the ground, right? And then she starts to swat at him to try and grab him, and he's just like rolling around, laughing. And she's just like, wait, like a cat trying to catch the thing.
Mm.
There's a thing on the ground with the thing.
Mhm.
So that's what she's like at the moment, trying to get.
Playing with her food.
Playing with your food. All right, that's all.
Okay, Emmy, what you gonna do?
All right. So these 2 guys here, did they like get caught in the web as they were going up the banister, or are they already up?
Well, I forgot about the web being over that area, so they got up on there, but they're stuck in the web still. So they're stuck right there and right there.
Would a trip potentially knock them over the ledge?
Trip technically makes you fall prone. So if you had got them on the way up, yes, but not
Okay.
where they are now. That would require
where they are now.
pull, a pull
Okay.
towards that area or a push towards that area, depending on where you were.
All right. If that is the case, Emmy will launch a tripping set of magic missiles, with 2 focusing on this yellow dude between Magpie and Nahkräs here.
Oh,
And-
darling, he's dead. He's
he
coming
is?
around.
So then I guess she'll hit this guy twice and this guy once.
Okay. They have to make saves for each bolt, correct?
Yes. So before I do that, I should roll damage. Papa. So first two are for the first guy, last one's for the one closest, the Emmy by the banister over here.
Okay. And 3 goes to him. All
then
right.
I get to do trips, same order.
Okay.
16 versus the first one.
All right. So you actually trip that guy. First
The guy
first
on the
shot trips him,
staircase?
and you kind of the guy on the staircase. You trip him, and you kind of catch him with the second bolt on his back as he's falling down. So it goes. Magpie sees it smack into his face. He goes like this, and then starts to fall down, and then the other fox bounces around and goes poof, right up on his back. That's a splat sound.
Did you mean to
Onto the
flip us
web.
off just now?
I use this finger.
Oh, I looked up and I thought it was the bird.
So hopefully this guy, if he's tripping on stairs, is bad and would maybe interfere with this
I would
one.
say yes, except that he is stuck in place by webs, so
Ah,
you can't flip him.
darn.
Yeah, you can only
I was
do so
hoping.
many cool things with the webs there. I'm just saying, people, come on, just give me some slack.
You
Like
shouldn't
webs.
have immobilized all the bad guys, Mazus.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um,
Next time I'll just let them kill you.
I dispel it.
one more for the.
Wow, that would have been
guy.
amazing if they had gotten stuck before getting to the banister.
Oh yeah, he's tripped. He's very tripped. This guy here.
Oh yes, very tripped. So he also goes down. He kind of glances back at his buddy, and that one that hit his buddy's back actually splits off after it poofs away and smacks him in the face, spinning him around and knocking him down.
I like to picture that these guys tangled up in the web here, if this is truly as you say, where they can't fall, that they're just sort of getting wrapped further and further in webs
Yeah,
as they spin around.
yeah, it's not super pretty for them. Okie dokie. That is Emmy's turn.
Yes.
Oh boy. So the yellows go first. This guy's gonna. First thing he's got to do is try to get out of that. Well, what would you do first? Would you get up first, or would you?
You're technically grappled, which means that you would
Yeah.
have to break the grapple in order to stand up.
So we're gonna try and get the webs away first. Doesn't get the webs away, so he can't even attempt to stand up. This guy right here can attempt to get up. He does not make it through and continues to be entangled. And these guys move up because they don't know what's happening up there. They just hear a bunch of shouting like ah. So and the remainder. Oh, dude. This guy's going to try to break the grapple. Ah, he gets up. He gets out of the web.
Does standing up next to someone provoke?
It does.
Yes, yes. Be patient, okay? I know it's gonna happen. All right.
I'm
No.
asking for my own clarification.
Another question
yeah,
is
yeah,
that
yeah.
standing up in the middle of the webs also get another chance to entangle.
I think it does.
No.
Nah,
okay?
he's not moving
no.
anywhere.
It's only when you move through a square.
Through it, not going vertically. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Not
All right,
standing.
and he's
in
going
the
to try
square.
to stand up, Magpie. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna try to
Surprise me.
put him back down.
All right.
Ah! That'll be a 9 plus 7 is 16.
16 to hit. That
Yes,
does
sir.
hit. Stabby.
7 plus 7 is 14 points of stab.
Are you 14 points of stab damage?
Yes, as
And
he
you
attempts
see-
to get to his feet, I plant the tip of my sword right into his chest.
All right. So as you do that, you drive it down and you catch what you think to be either a lung or a heart, because you hear him go, and it
Gross.
slams into the. You go so far through him that it pierces right through, and you see blood start to pool just a little bit at the bottom of your sword point that's in the stairs as you whip it back out.
Gotta love the wet sucking noise of a perforated lung.
Gross.
Ugh.
All right, there you go. And now this dude.
I mean, there's a body on the staircase right in front of him.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't become difficult terrain until there's like 3 or 4, but it's already difficult.
on a
It's already
staircase?
hard to get through.
Hmm?
So,
Even on a staircase?
all right, don't push me, yo. GM
'Cause I'm
Fiat
close
this
to
thing
the
and say you're a
edge.
bazillion.
I just want
No.
somebody to fall down the stairs. That's all I'm waiting for.
Nah, it's
I
not
just
gonna
want
happen.
to
Got
make it web.
webs.
It's not gonna happen.
Aw.
All right.
They're just
he
they're just
natural 20s
hilariously
to get
tangled
through.
in a mess.
Yeah. He natural 20s to get through the web. Now he needs to roll acrobatics through Magpie.
You
Ooh,
could just stab
maybe.
at me in the web, man. Like, you're making this so
Oh
hard.
yeah,
on
and then
yourself.
make another save next turn in the web. That sounds.
I mean,
Not
as long as he stands in the web, it's fine. But if he's moving through the web, that's when it gets problematic.
Mhm.
He could just stand there and
Mhm.
stab Magpie.
Yeah. Okay. He
You
will,
convinced
but
me.
that doesn't help his buddies.
All right. It's not as suicidal
help
as
them.
jumping over him, but fine.
Armor class is 21.
Mine, yes.
Okay, so he hits
Ugh.
for a grand total of 4 damage plus a fort save.
A 19 plus a 3, 22.
You start to feel that familiar itch, and you're like, nope. You just brush it off quick.
Goddamn
spent
dollar
months
store
with that.
itching powder.
Starts doing this. Quick preening.
I'll bite those feathers out later.
All right, so that happens. You take a grand, like I said, a grand total of 4 damage.
I have marked it down.
And this guy comes up into the web, trying to do something, and gets caught. Woohoo! For
God,
him.
Mazus, you are the best wizard that has ever lived.
I know. It's only a shame that you realize this now.
It took you 35 sessions to figure it out.
Well, I mean, he's kind of in a dead weight until just now, as far as Magpie is concerned.
I think you're mixing me up with some
All right.
sorcerer.
Ooh.
Shots
Anyway,
fired.
Mazus has his glowing light in his hand, ready
Yes.
to get going. He's gonna move up there.
I know it.
He's gonna look down the staircase, and he's gonna like shoot a bolt of energy that just hits the ground, and like a golden portal opens up in the floor, and a like golden cheetah jumps out of the floor, landing there.
When in doubt, take the monster.
Right there,
Is it
huh?
like a celestial
Okay.
cheetah?
It is a celestial cheetah.
Fancy.
I will get you a celestial cheetah.
You have to make it a little bit smaller though. It's only medium.
Wow.
More cats. Great. I'm sure Magpie loves this.
Oh, I know why he did it. I'm just willing to live with it for now.
I wanted to summon a spider, but there's no option for a spider.
That was unfortunate.
And it's gonna do 3 attacks, and it rolls like shit.
Wait, webs and summoning spot? Are we gonna find out in 20 sessions that you've been a drow this entire time?
No.
Just pulls the mask off.
Yeah, big rubber
You-
mask.
All he has to do when you ask that is turn to you and say, "You don't have to be a drow to worship Loth."
The last one is a 17, so that one probably hits.
Yes, 17 does it.
Cool. To roll damage. That's
Of max damage.
8 points of damage.
Oh,
It sinks its
All right.
glowing claws into his back.
and Magpie can see what he summoned, slicing into the bad guys down there.
This is the only time I will agree to cats.
Nahkräs looks seriously hurt.
Oh, go tell your mama about it. She's right over there.
Mama. Okay. All right. A summon monster from Mazus, and I believe that's everything.
Actually, no. That's not everything. I'm gonna do a standard action too.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I know. Why did I walk over there? I can't hit him with my cane.
Insult to injury, man. Just the dude getting hit with the cane.
Yeah.
I knew the cane was coming out.
The cane is always restless.
We get a high level, that thing is just gonna be like jittering, you know?
It's gonna gain its own personality.
Yes, he'll acid splash something. He'll acid splash. Nah, he'll help. Nah, he hit the guy on the ground. No, the other guy, because this guy's not on the ground because he doesn't have the mark, right?
Right. Only the ones
Right.
with the foot are prone.
Good, because it's harder to hit them. That's a 15 versus touch, and he's grappled, so it's like a
Yup.
17 versus touch. 2 points of damage.
Yup.
That's his turn.
All right, 2 points of damage. That acid splashes over him, and he's kind of at it. Mr. Hideous Laughter continues to hideously laugh.
Ha!
So there we go,
Just like that. Yeah.
just like that. I'm not gonna laugh every single round. It gets tedious. All right,
Ho ho. Ho 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 ha.
it's Wayko's turn.
Ho ho. Oh,
Ho ha ho 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 ho.
ho ha ha. Yon Cloud is gonna float up from the stairwell and over to this gentleman who's all netted up. And this gentleman is gonna get his Zots. Zots!
It's right there with the zots and the zing and the zoom.
He's gonna hope he's reflexible when he's in that net stable.
I don't think it matters how flexible he is when he rolls a nat 3. So
Ooh.
Zots.
I sure hope the big bad rolls better than this. I'm just saying.
Well,
I hope
hopefully
he
when
doesn't.
he's dead, ask his dead body all kinds of wonderful questions. 4 damage. And that's 10
No
damage.
damage.
That's
Nope.
15 damage. No shit.
Other 50.
Another 15.
All right.
Zots.
And all right.
And I
You
guess
just-
I
you
could
just
do
keep-
some. Yeah.
every 6 seconds it's like this boom,
Morph. Morph.
thunderclap.
Morph.
Morph.
It's great. And then I guess I will, because I still have a standard action, Misfortune Hex this guy.
Oh,
Um,
okie dokie.
Yes. I'm going to cast a hex of misfortune upon his misfortunate face. And that is, it's going to be a witch save, so I guess that'd be 18 will save to stop that. Otherwise, anytime he makes an ability check, attack roll, saving check, he must roll twice and take the worst result.
All right. So he does not make it. So he's gonna have to
Is
roll
how misfortunate of him.
twice. Yes. How unfortunate. Okay. Is that everything you want to do?
Yes, that's a happy Wayko he's doing work.
Happy Wayko being chaotic as always.
Putting in that Wayko working.
All right. Magpie, what's happening?
What will I do? There's this yellow feller here in between me and the cross who's looking mighty thirsty for what I got. And what I got is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
I also got a whole lot of dice. It's a lot of large numbers. 7, 14, plus 16 is 30 points of damage.
Woo!
Jesus.
30 points of damage. So, unlike the others who you just killed, this guy, Emmy sees Magpie kind of swivel around, and as Nahkräs is kind of just moved out of the way just right, you catch it as Magpie is going, and the guy basically falls to pieces. He goes, I fall to pieces,
When you get stabbed in the chest.
and he does.
How does Magpie's turn to be the blender?
He basically blends him down. Bits of him come off, get caught in the web.
It's gross. It's mad gross.
There you go.
Yes, it is
All
gross,
right.
but after seeing all the stuff Gideon has done, I think Emmy's sort of got a bit more of a lead stomach than when she first started this adventure.
I'm a murder machine.
All right. You are murdered machined, and that is that. Nahkräs.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Unless Magpie is moving. Is Magpie moving anywhere? No.
No, I'm not moving. I'm holding the line, sir. I'm holding the line.
Okay.
Alright, let's see if this grapply thing works a little better. Does he take the -4 from being prone to his CMD as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know.
It just says armor class.
Well,
I really don't like how
trying to
CMD
trip
works.
him.
Nope, just trying to grab him. And it is a 22. Yeah, 22.
22.
I'm pretty sure you got him.
I mean, if you think about it, it's not easier grappling someone that's on the floor.
Yeah. Hell, that's almost harder.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
argue it's probably harder to bull rush someone who's fallen over.
Hmm.
Bull rushing, yeah. I don't know. We can look
Unless
it
you
up.
just kicked
later.
him real hard.
Well, yeah, you could punt him. So that count as a bull rush. Move him 5 feet. Just kick. Moves
Not
5
the
feet.
baby.
Kick. Move 5 feet.
So did a 22 get there?
That would break
A
all sorts
22
of ribs.
does successful.
All right, so we're gonna
Yes.
rake for. I think the rake is automatic damage, right?
On ground.
I'm like
rake?
90% sure rake is automatic. Just when I grab, I get to do it.
The cat gets to do it?
Hmm?
I think it's if 2 of your claws hit.
That's when I grab. You're thinking rend.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
you're right.
It's 6 damage. I'm just not 100% on whether or not I need to roll to hit for that.
You roll to grab him, so you can rend, I think.
Okay, so 6 damage.
All right.
And
So
then
he struggles in your. It's kind of this amalgamation of gator cat and limbs flying around and all that type of stuff.
okay.
So
Necross
Guys,
is
you
going.
gain 2 free claws against a grappled foe.
Yeah, but for the animal companions, at least until I hit 7th level, it's just 1 attack or 1 claw rather. Unless Adam wants to
Gotcha.
give me another D4 roll, which I will take. Regardless, I will. I'll just 5-foot-7 smack this guy around. 17 is in my threat. Terrible to confirm. Well, maybe. I have faith in myself. 11 to confirm? Probably no. I don't know how much of a neg he's taking for the webs.
he's not in the web.
Oh,
He's,
okay,
not,
fair
he's
enough.
not grappled, so.
Okay. So then in that case, 13 damage.
Okie dokie, 13 damage. Let's see. He looks horrible now that you have come around this banister and really sliced just right across his chest. He is like the thread of a thread hanging on.
Nice. All right, that'll do it.
All right, Emmy, what do you want to do?
First, I'm going to unmute myself.
It helps.
Good idea.
Yeah. After that, Emmy will move. Now, can I move and ready an action in the same turn, or no? It's
You
just
can
a
ready
standard
a
action.
standard.
It's a standard action to ready an action, so you can move and ready.
So she'll move there and get ready to cast Hideous Laughter on this guy once again as soon as, like, right before his turn shows up.
Okay, so as soon as he saves, you're gonna try and cast it again. Okay. All right.
Yep. It's like as soon as that time is up, it's time for another spell.
Okay. All right. Let's see who's first. Okay. Yellows are first. This guy needs to try and get out of the webs. It's a 19 that I'm shooting for, isn't it?
Yep.
He does not get out of the webs and remains prone. This guy that had the thundercloud does not get out of the webs, remains standing. He's actually going to get drop his other weapon to try and pull out his hand crossbow. So that's what he's going to do.
Now, can he do that while he's grappled?
It's a
You
light
can
one.
drop a weapon as a free action and then pull out another one.
Mhm.
You don't
Okay.
need to do anything with it. This guy remains webbed. Amazing. Oh wait, I rolled for him and he doesn't need to do it yet. Well, I rolled for him. He's next anyway. So the guy downstairs at the second story is going to try and swing at this oddly glowing kitty cat. Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
All right. Kitty cat takes a grand total of 3 damage.
Alright.
It's weird. You can't really tumble through this thing to get to the other side because that technically leads upstairs. So, all right. So what we're gonna do is this guy will step back, and because he moved, he can draw as a free action, drop as a regular action, and he's gonna shoot at the kitty cat. And I don't think he has point blank shot, so he may shoot his buddy. Yup.
So -4 to hit.
Well, let me see. These guys. Well, you guys still would have been hitting them. Doesn't really matter. That's a crummy list of spells.
They got spells?
Whoa. This changes everything.
Not that much. Not with the list they got.
They just have like prestidigitation or something.
Ghost sound.
Haha! Cantrips go!
All right. They do hit. He hits with his hand crossbow, and does 5 damage. No,
Right.
he does 1 damage. Come on,
Okay.
people. 1 damage. All right. And that is Yellow's turn. Next is going to be this one that is right here by Magpie, hanging on by a thread. he says, "Oh, it's horrible."
Oh, that's horrible. Looking at all the the scars going across the body, blood everywhere.
Why did you hurt me so badly?
Owie!
What? Why did you hurt me so badly? I was just here doing my job.
You make us pay for our own uniforms.
Why you ruin uniform? All right. He's gonna swing at the bird.
Swing better.
And he misses the bird. His
Yes.
dying breath trying to swing at this big black bird. And it goes whiff as he's
You will live as you died. Pitifully.
All right. Well, Mazus, he will, like stomp his cane as he's slowly walking up to this guy, and
I think everybody hears that.
and he raises the cane and
He's going all West Side Story.
just brings it down on him.
What happened? What happened, Mazus? When did you become the coolest character?
Here comes the stick.
That's
There
a
goes the
5, but he is
Damn it.
prone, which is a 9, which is 11 because he's grappled. Probably not enough.
Not quite, Mazus. It was almost cool. It was
Well,
almost cool.
He hits next to his head. Just
It's just like a warning shot.
yeah, it's just the first one is just a warning.
You're this close to being a legend.
And now it's the cat's turn. He's gonna smite him, I think. Smite evil.
A kitty cat was smite.
He is a
This one?
divine, celestial kitty cat. He's a paladin kitty cat,
Yes!
Dude, we got our paladin
Pally
back.
cat?
One way or the other.
and he goes full attack, and one of them hits.
All right, your pally. What? How much does your pally cat do?
It will do one of them 1d3s. That's 7. No,
7 damage.
that's 10 because of his smite,
Oh,
and that is
I
my
guess
turn.
it's. So it says something. It says something in this sing-songy roar that comes out. And does anybody speak Celestial?
I think so.
I think probably not.
I speak infernal.
Okay. I talk
The
with
useless
devils,
things like
but I
Paladin.
summon Celestials.
Yeah.
Lawful neutral.
All right.
Nobody
so
in
it says
any
something in this
campaign
sing-songy
has ever
roar.
been like, oh, I wish I spoke Elven.
Well, that depends.
That's
I
usually
could make
because
that a
there's
thing.
like at least one half elf in the party.
Also, is common different than Verisian?
Mm-hmm. It is.
It can be.
All right.
Common
make
is Talden.
Yep.
Only if you're playing in the Galarian setting, though.
But we are.
Oh well.
What is this then?
It's Galarian Light.
Rise of the Runelords 9 Guild.
This is totally
Rise
Galarian.
Rise
the
of the
Nine
Nine
Guilds.
For us, common was always distinct from Radian, which was similar, just with tons of cuss words and slurs.
All right.
Especially when the
So he
kobolds.
hits him and does damage to Mr. Yellow. This dude is no longer laughing.
And then the
And
spell
that-
goes off.
Oh, no.
Triggers Emmy.
Oh, he's mad.
All right, so that triggers Emmy. We're gonna let her do her thing.
Triggered.
Hoppa. DC 23.
We'll see. Nope.
Woo!
So he stops laughing, growls, and goes. Starts again.
Enjoy this while you can before we start running into enemies that are just outright immune.
Or before we start running into a bunch of giants who will cause a lot of chaos as they roll on the ground laughing.
Not my bone!
Flopping around giants.
You know, you can
So
get
that's-
you can get some special items to make enchantments work on a variety of different creatures.
You
so
can.
Some meta magic
That was
stuff.
Emmy's standard action.
Yeah, and
she
she
held.
moved before. Yeah. So that was a held action, not a turn.
So actually, that means we need to leave her back down where she was.
Well, you would move her in the initiative.
Huh?
You would move her in the initiative.
All right, we'll put her there. It's his turn to now try his second save. So he gets an immediate second save. See if it stays. Probably will, because it's a 20-something save.
Whee!
He's stuck for the next 4 rounds.
I'm not sure if you said he's stuck or he sucks. I'll take either.
Well,
He's-
I mean,
he
wouldn't
sucks
suck
because he's stuck.
as bad. Yeah, that's what it is. He sucks because he's stuck, and because he's having to go up versus a 23 will save. So
Mm-hmm.
there is that. Wayko, boom boom.
Wayko! Oh boy, guys, we've got a situation. I think, maybe not. In any case, I am 5 feet away from how close I need to be to cast any hex on the boss. So I'm just gonna move my little black rain cloud down to this guy, and maybe give him a Zots. Maybe a Zots for the road. That'd be 18 reflex on that Zots. That's just to this
Not
bottom.
even close. The
No,
negatives from being tangled and prone make him go into the negatives of his roll. So there you go.
See, Mazus
What a
brings
shame.
down his cane, and then the lightning strikes. See, it works.
Mazus, god of thunder.
You are a Mazus of Mazus. All right, 1 sec.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get. Let's see. That's a 6. That's 5. This isn't fair. And that's a 4. That's 15.
Another
Magic
15.
number. That is the most reliable, aggressive thundercloud I have ever seen.
The lightning strikes exactly the same every time.
Yeah.
So that's
Lightning
15.
may not strike in the same place twice, but it sure hits the same number.
Oh, apparently it hits the exact same aptitude. But I don't know what else I'm supposed to do now. Who should I? I'm going to slumber this guy. The dude who's Magpie's duking it out with. I'm going to throw a sleep hex at him.
Okay.
And let's see. I think that's Will. Will save of 18, I suppose.
He fails.
Oh,
Yay! Yay!
man, this was just a
Jeez.
butt whooping.
Yeah, you guys are just.
So
You guys are just. Ugh.
I guess he just
Stomping
kills
all over these fools.
He's sleeping. Sorry.
Now remember, we can't let them escape. Okay.
No,
That's
none
what the
of
cheetah's
them.
for. The cheetah's fast enough. The cheetah will catch the sons of bitches.
And I have one spell just so we can ask questions to whatever dead bodies happen to survive the imminently collapsing sawmill. All right, that's my turn.
Imminently collapsing.
I think I need
Okay.
to get stuff.
Yeah, we're waiting.
maybe
We're waiting
not.
for that water wheel to catch, man.
For all I know, you just broke the water wheel. But that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Magpie.
I just coup de grace the guy who's next to me.
Feels good.
Okie dokie.
Teamwork
He's
makes the
asleep.
dream work.
He's dead now. I make it as quick as possible. I just put the sword through his throat.
It makes
That's
a
not very
farting,
quick. I put the
slurping
sword
noise.
through
His
his heart.
brains and bloods explode everywhere. It's gross.
Gross.
There you go.
Gross.
All over my web. What? What is this?
All over my web. Like, jeez.
I'm gonna hold eye contact with the guy behind me.
looking cobwebs.
Yeah, those silver strands ought to be freaking crimson by now.
Yeah, there's blood running down the, kind of dribbling down all of them almost. So, all right. Anything else, Magpie?
Good.
No, like I said, I'm holding eye contact with the guy behind him. That's it. That's my I hold eye contact as a move action.
He's suddenly taking mesmerist levels.
There you go. Oh, mesmerist Magpie? That'd be horrible.
I don't have the scores for it. Not even a little bit.
Rough.
Nahkräs, what are you going to do?
All right. First things first. We are gonna try to move the important shithead from grappled to pinned. I get a +5 on this, just a natural 20. Do you do any more?
All right. No.
I was gonna have to do a bunch of
No,
math,
more.
but then I crit. All right, Nahkräs is gonna move down over here because this seems pretty tied up. Pun not intended for what I'm about to say, but 20, 25, and then I am gonna pull out silk rope from my backpack and I'm gonna tie him up. I will
Okay.
swift action activate aspect of the bull to get a strength buff because my strength is not the best. And then that comes down to he is denied his dexterity because he's pinned. So he was hoping that is super relevant because I rolled kind of bad. That's a 16 over his CMD with all the pin stuff on him.
His pin is only his dex, right?
A pinned creature cannot move and is denied his dexterity bonus. A pinned character also takes an additional -4 to his armor class, and then just stuff like limited about what he can do.
All right. So he's he's flipping and flopping around, you know, and the cat's still trying to hold on to him, and it's trying to hold on to him while you're trying to tie him up. And he's like, have you ever tried to hold on to and keep still a 2-year-old while you're tickling them?
I have
It's
not.
kind of like that.
Fair enough. Also 6 damage. I forgot. from continuing to maintain the grapple, I will rig some more.
Adam, we need to talk. When have you ever tried to tie a 2-year-old up while tickling them?
I haven't tried to hold them up, but I've tried to hold them still. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, that's what you meant to say, but Troy didn't slip.
No, Daddy, not the duct tape.
Daddy, no,
not the belt.
Well, we might as well make
Alright.
that move 30 feet. We'll go there. We'll flank him.
And see,
So
that's why
whatever.
you use duct tape instead of ropes.
Can I borrow yours?
Simple, easy, effective.
All right.
Military efficiency.
Okie dokie. That's Nahkräs' turn, I believe.
It is, yes.
All right, yellows will go first. Let's see if this guy can stand up after being jolted. Nope. Let's see if the other guy can get unstuck.
Yeah, he better not stand up.
Nope. All right. So these guys do remain stuck. The yellows do. This guy drew his bow though, so he's going to shoot at probably this bird. I mean, no one's managed to really hit the bird much.
I'm the only one who's been hit.
Yeah, that's
Not-
what I mean. No one has
not-
managed to hit the bird much, and he's the only one that's getting hit.
Not true. My cat
Just
got
say-
hit twice.
I've been hit twice as well.
Your replacement cat.
Yeah.
And they miss Magpie.
Oh, you're gonna regret that.
And this one right here. That's the pinks. This guy is going to roll to get out of his thing. Natural 20 to move up. Well, let me see. Does he want to move up after what he just saw Magpie do?
Yeah, man, I feel bad for Adam.
He can't move down though. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
because that thing's in the way. But technically, he could attack down.
Well, if he has to read, he shoot. I think he'd need draw a crossbow.
I mean, he can
didn't.
jump 15
still
feet
doesn't
and
roll.
fall down the next flight of stairs. Or just
The way
hop
the stairs
from-
are on here is just weird looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could like hop from there down to there and take his chances.
Let me see. Has he been hit at all yet? Nope. Okay, here's what happens. Ah!
Son of a bitch.
So that's like, let's see. First, he needs to make an acrobatics. Ooh, he makes a
I
good
haven't
acrobatics.
finished exercising my frustration on you.
He takes. Ooh, he still takes.
Why is he
Ooh.
in little red jail now?
This whole red jail.
I drew the staircase, which
Going to
should be
little
there.
red jail.
Oh no,
You will
he's
spend the
not
rest of
driving.
your
He's
little
not
red-
diving down the staircase. I'm trying to make the. He's jumping off to fall down the way that you
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, but I drew
Here.
the staircase, the number 3 that should be
Okay.
there.
He intends to land on his head, so he doesn't have to live his life in red jail.
He jumps off there. He takes. You hear him go "Ugh," as he hits, but he makes a noise as he hits, and it's not a death noise. He is still alive.
All right.
One is
We-
trying to bolt.
Can you make a death noise if you die from the fall?
You can. It's called.
Well,
I mean, he'd make a noise
Avoiding
if
your
he
mouth.
forced the air out of his lungs.
Ah,
All right, but apparently he survived the jump.
I must slumber in featherfall. Leaping slumber.
Now we know where Wayko's going to do. He's going to jump down, featherfall, and slumber.
Well, probably not. It sounds like a lot of work. Well, maybe I'll just see if you guys can do it.
it does. I think you forgot the two with the cat. They haven't acted
Did I?
yet.
Yeah, I did forget that. Oh, that's right. There's 4 of the yellows. So yes, I do have to do those. I'm just put this damage on this guy.
There was 5.
There was plenty. All right. First one to hit your cat with the War Razor. Hits for 5 damage, and it needs to make a fort save. I keep forgetting to make y'all do those.
All right. That's
Are celestial creatures immune to disease?
No,
Yeah.
they have some resistances. It's a 10.
All right. For all intents and purposes, it has it, but it doesn't take the damage now. The onset is 1 day.
Yeah, it's just gonna be for 5 more rounds anyway. So
Yeah. And it'll be changed once it gets back to its own realm. So,
I don't think it would. Who cares?
the range one does not hit. So both these yellow dudes down here do not hit at all. One hits and then the range dude does not hit. So, yeah, there you go. And now I think that's everybody. So, Mazus,
Yes.
are we still sticking with the plan?
Keeps pumping his cane in the ground.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh, there we
20
go.
to hit for max
Oh,
that'll
damage
hit.
of 6.
Mac,
Nice.
let's see, how damaged is he?
Friggin'
He took
slobber
at least
knock.
15 from the thundercloud. I know. Don't know what else he has on him, if
Alright.
anything. I think
You
I
got-
might have hit with a magic missile. Not sure though.
All right.
Yeah, I did
So-
hit with magic missile at some point.
Mazus smacks him, and everybody hears a when he does.
Oh,
And you get just at the right spot as he's trying to get his head out of the way. Right there at the base of the neck, and he goes...
Oh, you fracture his atlas.
Janks the quarterstaff out of it.
Even the wizard's killing people. You guys suck.
I'm gonna open an apothecary. You guys are gross.
Right. Cat's turn. The first one is a
You guys are
15.
gross, says the guy making fart noises and splat noises.
That's gross, man. That's the sounds of people dying.
Does 15 hit the this gooey?
Yes, that just does hit.
All right, so that's
Do
the
your
bite
damage.
attack. That's the bite attack, so he gets the trip as well. The damage
Oh.
is the damage is 7. Then he's gonna make the CMB check. That's a 19 to trip him,
He trips.
and the claw is 7 points.
All right. So what happens is, as you bring it, your cat grabs him by the leg as he's starting to rise up with another strike of his war razor. It rips it out from under him, snapping his Achilles tendon. He flops to the ground, and your cat just goes across his throat, and he goes and is dead.
Notch. Also
and then,
gross.
And then I guess he would move 5 step. I mean, I can't control it, and it's too stupid to follow orders. So I guess you can
Stupid
decide
space
if it will go up towards this guy or try and chase that guy.
Well, it's not likely to go up towards the webs, so it will go down, probably to the nearest enemy. Especially since it preternaturally senses the evilness of the dude somehow as Pally Kitty.
And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Habadoom! Emmy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
all right. You know, she's kind of stuck because she doesn't want that guy to get away, but she's also pretty pissed off at the guy who shot at Magpie with the crossbow.
Oh no, you didn't.
There's so many people to be pissed off at.
Yeah. So, how many feet away is the guy who's down the stairs from this guy right here?
How many feet away?
Yeah.
Which guy?
The guy who jumped down the stairs from the guy who's at the top
He
of the
jumped-
banister right here.
He jumped all the way to the ground floor.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he took the dive.
What's that, like 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet?
Yeah,
All of them.
it's like
Wow.
Let me see. That's 5, that's 10, 20, 30 feet. He took 30 feet.
Nice.
He got to negate some of the damage, but he took 30 feet of falling damage.
Don't worry about him,
Did it.
Emmy. You don't need to worry about him.
Okay, that's really all she needed was someone to sway her one way or the other. So she will spend a full magic missile tripping this guy right here.
Okie dokie.
So that's 11 damage to him. If he's not dead yet, he's gonna be tripped up pretty quickly here.
Okay, well, your foxes look particularly vicious in this magic missile as your anger infuses them, and they don't just dance across your knuckles as you weave. They start to snap and bite and grow larger, and whoosh, when they fly, their teeth tear into the enemy. And yes,
Huh.
but
I wasted a higher level spell slot than I needed to, but whatever. So
do what you do.
Yeah,
I would just
do what I
like
do.
to wave my hand and dispel the web at this point.
It's a free will action to do that, I think. So the web is now
Yeah,
gone. All right. Way's clear, Magpie. One was getting away. All right, this dude, it's his turn. He takes off another one, keeps giggling and laughing, and
Is the one all the way
He's got a long fight.
on the ground dead? Oh, there he is.
on the ground floor. He's way over here.
Yeah, he's on the
on
way
the
out.
ground floor.
I'm gonna move over
Like
here.
I said, he was willing to take the fall damage.
Am
He
I
would be
willing to
standing
land
right
on
about
top
here.
of him?
He's standing right there, 30 feet down.
He's looking pretty haggard, I'm guessing, right?
Take a leap of faith.
He's not looking good, but he's got a little spunk left in him, obviously, or he wouldn't have jumped off. But yeah, he's not looking good.
Wayko? Got Wayko?
It is Wayko's turn though first.
Oh.
Well, Wayko's gonna go 1, 2, and leap off the edge after him. I have something.
guy who slow falls.
I have airy step. Ignore the first 30 feet of any fall damage. It's a Sylph
All right.
racial feat. And
Yes.
I'm going to fall either as I'm falling or when I land on my face at one degree or another. I'm going to try to slumber hex him down at the bottom, which has a 30-foot range.
Okay, so what I imagine happening is this guy's looking around, and he glances back up, and looking down at him as he just kind of floats down is this eerily grinning, bright-eyed Sylph in a witch's
Oh.
hat with a demon chicken looking
Just
out from underneath,
Get out
smiling.
like a
Just
little
gets
evil
an eye
pompadour.
right up your robe.
Yeah, just call me Mr. Sandman. So that is a will save of
Here he
18
comes.
against slumber, by the way.
And he failed.
Sleepy guy.
Him's asleep. He's asleep, and you're down there.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Henrietta's clucking in your ear. Kill him now, kill him now, kill him now.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Kill him now and let me have the body.
Ooh, maybe.
She said.
Feed it to the chicken.
It's like feeding it to the pig so nobody finds out, except it's the chicken taking one peck at a time.
One voracious chicken. Ooh. That's gross.
Chickens are raptors. That chicken would eat that body too.
Chickens don't like meat that much though.
Yeah,
They
but
like
Henryetta?
plants better. Oh yeah, Henrietta would like so eat that dude. You don't know the plan she's got in her brain. All right, now it's Magpie's turn.
Okay.
You just saw Wayko go full epic slumber dude on that. Oh wait, I know what he did too. As this guy was going down and you slumbered him, every time you slumber somebody, you kind of get the idea that they each hear some kind of weird song, and you catch it as he's starting to sleep, as the magic passes through you, and it sounds something like, as his eyes get wide in terror, this is the song that never ends.
I knew it was going to be that.
And he goes,
Bring me a dream.
it just goes on
Make her
and
the
on, my
cutest
friend.
that I've ever seen. Give her two lips like
Your magic
roses and
dream.
cherries.
Sandman, bring me a dream.
All right, now
All right,
it's
I'm gonna
Magpie's
move
turn.
over here and I'm gonna throw a knife in his corpse.
Don't.
That would wake him up.
It's like,
Not if it kills him.
This guy will beat me.
yeah, it's got to kill him.
He'll take off his long rainbow socks and put some with quarters and just beat me with them.
I'm assuming you can't coup de grace at range.
You need to be within 5 feet.
Damn.
You can sneak attack
It'd
him.
be kind of hard to go 30 feet.
Yeah, you can sneak
It'd be
attack at
better if it
range
was
at
in,
30
like-
feet.
It would be. You could do that.
All right.
I can get 2 questions out of a dead guy, but otherwise.
Well, the important guy up here isn't dead yet.
We can get an infinite amount of questions out of a living guy.
Not if he doesn't cooperate. Then he becomes a dead guy, and then we only get 2 questions.
Nah, whatever.
That'd be a 23 to hit his immobile body.
Yes, you can hit him
15 points of damage.
for 15 points of damage. All right. Surprisingly, you do that, and it sticks into his leg, and you see him go.
Uh-oh. Hey, buddy.
There's no way. There's no way he's not dead.
Well, now
Roll the
comes
fall
the
damage.
quarter beating.
All right. Nahkräs, what are you going to do? Continue
You're
to
gonna
try and tie up the 2-year-old squirming dude.
Now, we're just going to beat him probably, but first I'm going to roll to maintain the grapple. He has denied his dex. I get a +5 on this because I have maintained the grapple for a while. So that is 23 against his flat-footed CMD.
Yes.
Then break him for 4 damage.
Okay.
And then if he's still kicking, I imagine he's still kicking. Nahkräs is just gonna like smack him in the temple with the flat of his sword because this dude is pinned. So he's lost his dex and he's lost 4 to his armor class, and he is prone. So he's taking another neg-4 on top of that, and he's dexless. So the neg-4 from trying to hit somebody non-lethal is not gonna hurt my feelings too hard. Natural 19 is in my threat range. Lost character sheet. There we go. 19 to confirm.
19 does not confirm.
His armor class -8 minus his dexterity.
Okay, it does confirm.
Okay, so 33 on the percentage dice, 18 non-lethal.
We'll go with blunt weapon, I guess. 18 non-lethal.
Yeah.
Double damage.
Okay, so 36 non-lethal, yeah.
36 non-lethal damage.
And that will do it.
Surprisingly, he still seems to be kicking and moving around and laughing his head off.
Okay.
All right, that's Nahkräs' turn.
Mhm.
These guys are dead. He is the only one left alive. He's not asleep anymore, but he would have fallen prone when he fell asleep. So, can't use a withdraw action while you're prone.
I hold my club out at him. I said, "Don't move, boy, or I'll bash your brains on this here floor." Don't you move muscle now.
Huh.
Buford T. Justice.
What about the guy in the second story that the thing is fighting?
I sick
He
my
dead
chicken
too?
off.
The thing
Oh,
is
he does
fighting
get to
him.
go, doesn't he? I keep forgetting the second story.
Oh yeah, there's a little dude there still.
Yeah.
Getting mangled by a space cat who's apparently dumb.
So they'll both move on the same turn then. So he does not get up. He kind of just waits there. This guy, on the other hand, can take a withdraw action. So he does.
Can't avoid the AOE though.
He tries.
Yeah, here it comes. Yeah, that's
Boom.
Ooh.
That's a hit,
Let's see if he
but not a smite.
if he falls. Yeah, he's prone.
Okay.
And
So
it
that
is
stops him,
max.
I believe.
Yeah,
This cat is kicking ass.
it is. That's 11 points. No. It's 14 because of smite.
He smites him?
No, that's not. He's not
Yeah.
smited. That's right.
That's
So
right, you
it's-
smited the
so
other
it's-
dude.
Yeah, so it's 11.
Well, it's Mazus' turn anyway. That guy tried to get away and couldn't. Cat's got him pinned in.
Just shoot someone. Ha!
I don't shoot people. I mean, I guess the cat will keep clawing.
Okay, he's prone now, so
Yeah. I think 2 attacks hits. Because that's like, yeah, with prone, yeah, 2 attack hits.
with prone, his AC is like 11. So
Yeah. Okay, that's 10 points of damage and 18 total.
18. Cat finishes him off.
Good.
So that's all the guys downstairs, right?
Now I have Featherfall prepared today. The question is,
They're all dead. Just walk down the stairs, you goon.
you know how long it's gonna take to walk down, like what, 3 staircases?
Are you really gonna let that kid
You
show
can
you?
double
You're
move.
not, are you?
Yeah, but he can't hit him if he double moves. Now he's gonna jump off, swift action, cast Featherfall. He's just falling down with his cane.
Slowly
I'm
float
just
down.
thinking, if
and
you
just-
walk down, you could be knocking that cane against the walls and the banister.
Running it down the banister, just
Yeah.
As you float down, you land on Wayko's head, and as soon as your feet touch his head, you resume normal weight and just step off. I've come to
Just
talk to you.
He floats down with his cane and just lands on him.
Okay.
That's an 18 with 3 points of damage.
Like, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Mary Poppins,
Yeah,
y'all!
Mary Poppins, y'all. Yeah. He like Mary Poppins it, full yondu on this thing. And then he just smacks him on the back of the head and 3 damage. That looks like just it's a 3 damage. Wayko just hears another.
Ah, you've concussed him.
And he steps off the dead corpse.
That was amazing.
Did a
and
lot more than
terrible.
concuss him.
Just floated down and shattered his bones. It was, magic. Magic. We're gonna go wait outside. This is a lot.
We're going
Nice-
to
nicely done,
end
Wayko.
combat.
Thank you. No, Mazus, you pulled the roost. You did it all the work. I am actually astonished right now and not at all terrified of
If we're ending
That's-
combat, I want the last 2 rounds that I have of this guy not being conscious of me smacking him 2 more times to try to knock him out.
Go unconscious! Go unconscious!
Okay, you can,
Pretty much, yeah.
you can probably get enough damage in there to get him unconscious.
Just start
Okay.
feeding him rights.
If you
Then
don't watch,
once he
you
gets
will-
knocked out, I'm gonna tie him up.
Okay. You're purposefully making him unconscious.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
Just put him in
yeah.
a sleeper hold.
Okay.
So the CMB
So-
is, well, if he's not threatening, I'm gonna have the CMB be 20, or I'll take 20 rather. So it comes down to a, if he tries to break out of this later, a 26. All told, I'm not good at this.
All right. So, you guys have caught him. He's currently not conscious and not doing anything. But you got a bunch of bodies lying around, bunch of stuff. What are you doing?
Piles of loot.
I'm
Also,
wondering
it's
why
like-
that water wheel never came up.
That's why I'm on the ground floor. I'm right near. I'm just gonna run on out of
Oh.
here.
We had like 4 minutes, right? And we've only been in combat for so many rounds.
Quick,
It was a
loot the rest of the building now.
dramatization. I just said words. I was trusting Adam.
I just said words. It never
My first
showed up
mistake.
because you guys killed him. In
You tied a
about
rope
5
around it,
rounds.
I think, right?
Mm.
Well, I made a roll to sabotage it, and Adam flavor texted.
Cinching tighter and tighter.
Well, you
as
were
they say.
only in combat for like 5 rounds. That's 60 seconds? 1 minute?
No.
Okay, fine.
It's
Next
ha-
time I'll say
it's half a
30
minute.
seconds.
30
10,
seconds.
10 rounds in 1 minute.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
right.
like
So
we
it's-
could get out of here before the building collapses because I have
I was
no
gonna say,
idea.
Waco's gonna
What?
very casually walk towards the path.
Mazus is gonna go to the office and check out the view.
Oh yeah, if we're
Hey,
if we're
Ben.
gonna steal anything, we should do it fast.
What does this guy have on him?
All right, we're looting.
Well, do we have time to loot? Is the question. Like,
I
are we
didn't
gonna
think the
die?
sabotage was to kill the building, was it? Was that the plan this whole time?
I don't know
Well,
what it was
you
gonna
guys
do.
don't
I
know.
just saw
Wasn't
something
just
I could
stop
fuck with,
them.
so I fucked with it.
Stop them from producing lumber.
Yeah, it just ruins their income.
Oh no, we had a quota.
D7, let's go.
I mean, Emmy will get out of the building because she doesn't know what's going on. She's expecting Magpie to get out of there pretty quickly. He said
Yeah,
4
no,
minutes.
sure thing.
it's
I'll
been
be,
1
I'll
minute.
be out right behind you as soon as you tell me what's in all these rooms.
Okay,
Dust, lots
Um,
of dust, lots of dust, lots of dust.
let me see. Roll a
Dust, and some wood,
D100,
and some wood,
Magpie.
and some dust, lots of wood, and lots of dust.
D1 hundo, 1 hundo, roll that hundo, 1 hundo. Give me a hundo, give me a hundo. Let me see that hundo. What do 3 zeros
39.
mean?
I would rather roll a perception check.
It's a roll me D100. I'm seeing how well you sabotaged this.
How many Sandpoint devils suddenly live in the wheel?
Well, I didn't
They're
roll
the
triple
maintenance
zeros,
crew.
so
So how much was that D100?
39.
You have 39. No, that'd be weird. 39 means that you probably got, enough time to look through things before this thing starts to go. You can already start hearing it slow down. One of the wheels is catching. So you probably have enough time to look through most of the rooms if you hurry.
Okay, I'm
So-
hurrying. We're hurrying.
No,
Mazus,
no.
we should hurry.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Oh, God, fine. Picky.
All right. So y'all start looking around.
Yes,
Um,
for evidence.
Eva the Den. Okay.
That's why I was trying to figure out what this guy
And
had on him.
and
'Cause I wanted to
is
see if he had
is there a window in this room,
I'll just drag him outside.
There's
or
a
is
window.
everything just a lie?
I say there's a window in the room.
I enjoy the view while watching
Okay.
or stuff.
Okay. So with the with the Skinsaw man, I'll need perception checks from everybody looking.
21.
Also a 21.
13, 21, and 21. Okay. So you guys rummage through Ironbrier's. You know that to be his name. He mentioned it when he was first coming out of the room, rather cockily, thinking that all of his friends would be able to help him. Wasn't counting on being charmed the whole time. And yeah, he failed those, including his elven resistances. So yeah. So you look around. There's a big footlocker in the room. On him, you find the key to it, and it has some odds and ends in it that you might see. However, in this room are also the faces of the Skinsaw man's victims. So there's a fair number of them that you find there in this
I only
room
wish
that had
that we
yet
had
to be turned into.
plastic bags. Not yet
Yeah.
invented.
Somebody cast Gentle Repose.
Gentle repose bags, works for all the meat you want to keep fresh.
Yeah.
Butchers would love it.
Can you speak
Yeah, they
with
would.
That would be a
Keep fresh
thing
for
developed in a
months at a
magical
time.
society.
Can you speak with just a dead face?
Yeah.
That's why the body need to be intact.
The face just be like,
All right.
It has to have a jaw. I know.
Her just kind of.
has to have a jaw.
Yeah.
Ducks.
All right. So you find several books in this footlocker that's in there. That I said was filled with odds and ends. Most of them are of a historical nature, but there's ones including sea charts, etchings of vast rock formations, dolmens accompanied by maps, several pamphlets discussing a, quote, forgotten school of magic known as alchemy, and you can make a knowledge arcana if you want to check and see if that's valid school. It's fake.
Everything is a lie.
It's somebody made everything is a lie. It's not really it's complete drivel is what it is. There's a fine painting depicting a city carved from a vast frozen waterfall with towering ice cathedrals and domes. Looks very nice. It's not super big, but it looks very nice. It is you can give me an appraise check to kind of get an idea, but it looks like it might sell for some good coin.
12.
Ooh.
Looks nice. Maybe 50 gold. Maybe 75 if you're pushing it. Who knows? That's what you think. It's not your style. Near the bottom are several books that you would find interesting, Mazus. There's a wizard spell book emblazoned with two intertwined
spell book?
snakes. It's a real spell book. One red snake and one green snake. And it contains the following spells. Blink, Cat's Grace, Chill Touch, Enlarge Person, Fox's Cunning, Grease, Haste, Lightning Bolt, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Scorching Ray, Shocking Grasp, Shrink Item, Spider Climb, and Web.
Why did you speed up? It was perfect. Okay, so I got to Mage Armor, and then you started just going off the rails.
I was going to give you a list later, but if you're writing it down, after Mage Armor comes Magic Missile, Scorching Ray, Shocking Grasp, Shrink Item, Spider Climb, and Web.
Sweet.
The second book is an old and beautifully filigreed tome containing numerous hand-drawn illustrations entitled The Serpents with a Y, The Serpent's Tane, Fairy Tales of the Eldest. And the book presents tales of the Tane, which just from fairy tale type of stuff, that they're supposed to be the most feared group of the notorious Fae, known as the Twisted. Now, you can get me some knowledge locals if you want to. Knowledge. That would probably be... I guess knowledge arcana might work.
Is it Fae?
That. You could do knowledge planes. Yeah, it's Fae.
I think it's nature. I can do arcana. But...
Whichever knowledge it's supposed to be.
I think it might be planes, actually. No time! Come on, just stuff it in a bag. Let's go!
Stuff it in a bag! Yep. Flipping through it, you see it talks about a Jabberwock, which is a thing of scales and fire and crushing fury. It talks about a Tharasphere, also known as the Dreaming Hill of the Dark, a chimeric monster wrapped in chains that the book claims took part in the 3,000-year War of the Eldest, and the Sard, the Storm of Insanities, a thing of bows and briars and misery, an ancient witchwood elm given life and hate by the Eldest. This is a really, it looks like a pretty well-made tome. You can also do an appraise check for it if you want to.
My rolls are so bad right now.
It's probably worth 175, maybe 225, something like that, with that roll, anyway. And at the last, you find a slim volume near the bottom of the chest that serves double duty as a ledger, apparently, from what you can make out. But there's also non-number related things. You're thinking maybe it's a notebook or an actual write-up diary or journal. You're not sure because it's got a kind of mix of different characters in it. You can make a linguistics check if you want to identify some of them. What languages do you speak?
Oh, it's all in the PC at a glance, but I can tell you if you want to.
Oh, yes, it is.
Common, Varisian, Draconic, Elven, Dwarven, Goblin, Undercommon, Aklo, Thessalonian, and Infernal.
All right. So you definitely see some. In fact, you recognize all 3 types of characters that he's using. He's using 3 different alphabets in a cipher type setup. So he's using Draconic, Elven, and Infernal all intertwined with each other. You could probably figure it out, given enough time, but it would probably take some time. You'd have to have a little bit to work with it. But that's mainly what you find in that box. Yes, that's what you mainly find in the box. You can find on each of the Skinsaw men, they have, as everybody else is looting them, where's their stuff? Okay, they got some leather armor. Each of them had a hand crossbow with a few bolts, about 10 bolts each. They got a masterwork war razor, a Skinsaw mask, which is literally a mask made of skin that they have sawed off of people's faces. So I'm not sure how much you would want to use that. And each of them had about 20 gold. So you guys can do those calculations a little bit later.
And it's 13 of them.
Yes. Ironbriar himself is... whoever has a nice knowledge local, probably Magpie would know more because he drifted through here. Magpie, maybe if Emmy and Nahkräs drifted around this way too, they would know more about Justice Ironbriar. So if you guys want to make a knowledge local for that, you can.
I have ranks in knowledge local. That does not mean I am good at it.
Yeah, I rolled a 19, but it is only a 10.
Is it connected to Magnamar?
It is connected to Magnamar, so if anybody has connections to Magnamar, they can make it.
Modified
I've been
19.
Okay.
Damn it,
Mazus is keeping up those rolls, man.
I mean, these are my roles, like, knowledge checks and all that. But it's like,
Yeah, you rolled a 1 and got a 10. You got a +9 on that. That should be much better. But I get you. Okay.
he's all excited about the spellbook.
Yeah, you're really excited about the spell. Guys, do you see this? Look at this spell. It's got haste. It's got haste and spider climb. Do you know how hard it is to find spider climb sometimes? Stuff like that.
It's important to know how to walk on the walls of bathrooms.
Yeah, because you don't want to walk on the floors.
No, hunker down in the corner of the shower, the top corner of the shower.
You get if you ever gave Wayko that, he'd just kind of stake out there until Magpie came in to have his water bath, and he would be like, "What's up, Magpie?"
There's a wizard in here.
There's a witch. There's a witch in my bathroom. All right. So for raiding Ironbriar,
Yes.
I'll give you the items in just a second. You find out, kind of passing knowledge back and forth, that Justice Ironbriar, actually was someone who'd been a justice quite a while. He never had any kind of inkling that he was a quote bad guy or that this would be his type of deal. He'd been quite influential through Magnamar's politics and was a respected justice up until you guys finding him here. So yeah, that's quite a development. And this was probably that letter that was stuck to the other piece of paper. The progress going to the Lord Mayor may have been a step to getting to the Lord Mayor at some point. So it may not have reached that point yet. This may be at the top that it had hit until now. So you don't know that for sure, but it is possible. As far as his loot, you guys will be pleased to know that he has a wand of cure moderate wounds with 12 charges that he never got to use. He has a mithril chain shirt, a +1 buckler, a +1 short sword, masterwork hand crossbow with 10 poison bolts. Does anybody want to try and identify the poison?
I'll give it a go. Knowledge nature, get a 21.
It's a poison you haven't had much experience with, but you do kind of recognize it from Tails, maybe.
Mhm.
And you and Mazus kind of glances over at you and he says, "Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right." And you both say drow poison at the same time.
Well, this encounter could have gone sideways really fast. Thank you, Emmy.
Yeah. Thank you, Emmy. Dang, Emmy, sticking fox. All right.
I got
also
I got
has
up
a
to
Reaper's
+1
mask.
buckler.
I got all of it.
+1 buckler.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay, you got a Reaper's mask, which is different than a Skinsaw mask. So that is something to get to really get an identification on for you guys. And then he had the key. He wasn't carrying any cash on him because as a justice, you don't need cash. Your word's good for it. So there you go.
What's the key to?
It was the key to D7.
The books.
All right. So that's mainly the stuff you see there. Is there anywhere else you want to look in here before you vacate the premises?
What's
No,
in
there's
this?
here.
That just looks like a storeroom.
Okay. There weren't
of
really
loot?
any other.
Check out that
cordoned off-
rookery.
Oh yeah, the rookery. Check out the birds.
Up in the rookery.
Okay.
You'll read a book with me.
So you go up to the rookery. A timber cabinet sits against the the northern wall here. The northern wall here. That reads weird. Sits up against the northern wall. Its doors made of iron mesh. Inside perch 3 strangely silent ravens. A table nearby holds a tall, narrow bucket of bird feed, a quill, and a vial of ink, as well as several thin parchments weighted down by a polished rock. There's a polished rock on the thing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm taking that
That's right.
polished rock.
And the bird seeds.
Yeah, you got
You
food
can
and
add
shiny
one-
stuff.
1 quartz polished paperweight to your
Yes.
miscellaneous junk pile.
You
Magpie
did
hit
it.
the gold.
Can't fit a whole orc up in the rookery. We're gonna
You
break
can so. Oh hush.
it.
I'm gonna roll a knowledge nature to determine
He's a
why these
slim orc.
ravens aren't going off. And it is a 22.
They're in a cage.
I mean, like going off is in like caw.
Okay, so so they are not squawking, probably because based on the arrangement, both you and Magpie can kind of ascertain that they are messenger ravens.
Well, I have no idea what we would do with such things.
They all seem drawn to their giant cousin.
Ah, so I guess
I
I let them out. I set the birds free.
Don't do that. They're necromancers.
What?
We could totally use them to get more information with secret messages.
I do
Evil.
have
Yeah,
no
let's
animal.
pretend to be this guy.
All right, which one of you has ranks in linguistics to forge his signature in handwriting?
Mazus.
Let's just make him do it. He's not doing it.
You can ask my apprentice, I'm sure.
Yeah.
She has nicer handwriting than you. But Emmy does have a skill that lets her get some help with forging.
Yes, true.
And I do have ranks in linguistics.
And it's not like this place has been sabotaged or anything, so we can always come back to the rookery to send messages.
Yeah. Or in another story, I'm gonna roll a knowledge. I'm gonna roll a handle animal, and I get a 20. I want to like open the cage and hold my arm in and see if I can get the ravens to like land on my arm and just abscond with them.
You can figure you can get them to come out. They kind of look at you, flop their head, hop out on one of them hops out onto your arm. The others kind of look around, and hop up on it too.
Okay. I'll like if if their food is like in a like gigantic something or other on the ground, I'll like scoop some up in my other hand and feed them.
Okay, they seem very pleased
Okay.
with your offering.
How mobile does the cage look? Is it like a real big thing that's like built into the building itself, or is it just a little bird cage?
It was a cabinet that was built. It wasn't built to go back downstairs.
Okay,
It was built up here with the wood.
gotcha.
I mean,
Cross is-
they're messenger birds. They're trained not to fly off.
yeah,
Yes and no.
yeah, they're
Well,
kind of
yes.
trained exactly to fly off.
They're trained to
So
fly
they
off
start
in
to get a
one
little-
specific direction.
Well, they start to get a little restless, kind of looking around, stretching their wings out like they're wanting to do something.
Do I get the feeling that if I let these guys fly around, they can like with a high enough handle animal, they might come back to me instead of come back to the rookery?
It takes some training if you
Okay.
wanted to try and take them. You'd have to keep them from flying off while you did that too.
Okay. Is there at the stable where we're keeping our horses? Is there similar like places where we can stash birds there, like maybe for like a wizard's familiar or something like that?
I don't think
Maybe
you'd stash
if
a
you
wizard's
ask.
familiar.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the wizard's familiar would be with the wizard, but for like pets and stuff, not really. They do have their own messenger. The Iomedeans would probably have a messenger dove or messenger pigeon. Excuse me, messenger pigeon.
Mhm.
But it's not super common for that to be a thing
Mhm.
for anybody that's other than someone that's not wanting to use spells to transmit messages. Because otherwise, you just pay for a low-level spell if you got something important to say, and most temples have the means to do that
Sure.
in this size of a city.
Okay. Well, what is the going rate on a cage big enough to like store all 3 of these birds comfortably somewhere in Magmar I might be able to pick up?
It'd only be silver, maybe,
Okay, so then
if you want a nice cage.
Nahkräs would suggest that like I'll pay the silver to buy a cage for these guys, and we just like store them in the stables, maybe even like store them on the cart with our horses, and have them for when we might need them for later for whatever it is we decide to do with them.
Okay.
Gold
If you
pieces,
want
cage
the
for a tiny animal.
birds, sure, you can have them.
And with that, then before like they take off, I'm gonna like run out of here and go to the market and buy a cage for them.
Okay, you're gonna have to kind of hold them to your arm, because they don't
Why don't
want to.
you-
I mean, they want to go.
I was gonna say, why don't you leave him here? But you can't leave him here because the building's supposedly gonna implode.
On
Yeah,
that
Also,
way,
yeah.
You guys don't know what
More of the
happens, but it's
Skinsaw
gonna
dudes
happen
might come
soon.
back looking for stuff.
just look down the river. If there's a wheel rolling away, we'll know we're fine.
Yeah. Just watch out that one window.
Just as you come by, just hold out each bird, and I'll slumber each one, and then we can just put them in like a backpack, and off we go.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, okay, sure. I'll like try to keep them calm as they fall asleep, and then I'll go take care of them.
Okay. You wrap the wings down.
Hmm.
And you
So
share
you and
you share
Wayko
an
work
intimate
together.
moment with each of these ravens as you hear bird 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 bird.
They start to seem to have a kind of fitful sleep as they begin their slumber.
Everybody knows that the bird is the one.
And now I have
All right.
3 ravens.
Mazus
You
is
start to
checking
feel
out the
some
second
shaking.
floor.
Oh, we should leave.
Okay, you're checking out the second floor?
Yeah.
Okay, this looks, the floor in this room has a thick carpet of sawdust, penetrated by 2 large log splinters and saw setup over the openings that you see in the floor. Another pair of openings is fitted with winches, ropes, and other accoutrements to raise and lower uncut lumber from below. So this is probably where they did some shaving off and stuff like that. How about a perception roll if you're checking that out on your way down?
Sure. Hey, that's not a terrible roll.
You did it!
Yay.
Uh,
Got above a
That's
10.
enough to tell you that it doesn't seem to have nearly as much in it as the others. In fact, the blades aren't even spinning right now. You see that they're trying to spin, but they're not. And your guys are hearing this real sound.
I'm serious, you guys.
going
We
on.
need to leave.
What did you do, Birdman?
I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, great.
I broke something. I don't know what it does.
Intentionally.
Since it was put up in chat and no one specifically said, I think Magpie said something about dragging this guy out in the street, but if it has not been addressed, my war cat will drag Ironbriar out into the street and we'll just like take him wherever we go.
Down all the
Yeah,
staircases.
Yup.
Yeah.
You gotta keep that non-lethal damage on so he doesn't wake up.
Yeah.
Emmy's
Yeah. And you're like, no,
Eagerly
slower,
watching-
so you get him each time.
Just each
Emmy
in
will
a
what?
Emmy's eagerly waiting for people to start showing up out that door. She's starting to see the building sort of move a little bit, I guess, and she's getting kind of nervous.
Yeah, you hear the noise and start to shake. You kind of see that some other people are starting to mill around. This is off the beaten path for sure. But that noise is starting to get loud, and you get glances occasionally, like, "What's going on over there?" They don't come down, but because this is a working area. But
Yeah.
you
I'm
know,
also curious as to, this is completely unrelated, but did anyone bother to grab the papers that were underneath the shiny stone so that we could analyze those?
They were just blank parchment, weren't they?
that's what they look like. Care to
Yeah,
go back
Magpie
upstairs and
wouldn't
find out?
Unless whatever I rolled for perception in that, I didn't roll perception for that room.
No, you didn't roll perception for it.
Don't care.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, the secret notes.
All
I mean,
right,
are you gonna
everyone
let
comes
me
back-
retroactively roll it, or are you gonna make me run all the way
you have
back
to
up?
go back upstairs.
Yeah, no, screw it, don't care.
Yeah.
We can just pick up
Alright.
the fucking notes from the rubble. It'll be alright.
What's in D4 real quick, like while I'm running out of here.
Okay. This large storeroom is filled with stacks of timber, firewood, and other furnished lumber products waiting for shipment. A network of pulleys on tracks covers the ceiling, ropes dangling here and there to aid in the shifting of inventory as needed. Machinery churns along the south wall, while nearby 2 chutes fitted with winches allow lumber to be hauled up from the holding pools below. 4 openings in the ceiling lead to the upper floor. Chutes extend through each of these, from the log splitters in the room above to down here. Under each opening is a collection bin. And did you give me a perception for this room?
An 18.
There's Jack all in this room.
He's running down the stairs. Curiosity kind of gets the better of him. He walks over to the door and he's like, "Reveal to me your secret, sawmill." And he opens it and it's just piles and piles and piles of fucking wood. And he stands there for a couple seconds like, "I don't know what I honestly expected." Then he leaves.
All right, let me see. Nahkräs and the cat are still upstairs.
Are buying a cage.
Are buying a cage.
Mhm.
All right. Well, all this is happening at the same time. So we'll say that they're down there. Magpie's last one out. Magpie, as you get about here, roll me a reflex save to stay on your
God damn
feet
it.
as you hear.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna let you sabotage someone, but you're the only one who's gonna be punished for it.
Wayko's got his foot on the side of the building and he's just slowly pushing.
Said I want to give
No,
it
he's gonna-
time, like a few
28.
minutes. And I'm like, okay, 28. You stay on your feet deftly as you start to see cracks come up in this area here. Do you wait to perception check the room?
Holy shit.
Wayko's still
Okay.
got his foot up on the side here and he's like, "Look how strong I am, guys." And he's just, "I'm gonna kick the whole building into the river."
So Wayko is all pretending like that, and you guys see a really loud. And Wayko, make me a reflex save to stay on your feet while you're going. Whoa.
Effing around. We're in second. It's not great, but not terrible. I got 17.
Okay, you don't fall on your butt,
Great.
but you do knock Henryetta out of your hat, and she is displeased with you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Henry. But look at the thing. That's
Picture.
amazing to watch.
So it goes, and about the center portion where the first and second story are starts to cave in like this, and then the roof starts to set down, and the wheels, you see one of the wheels float off, and then it gets pulled by this. You see it pull this rope catching it, and then the rope just snaps as it floats down the river, as the rest of it just tumbles down, and you hear shouts. What was that? I don't know. Where was that? Go check. Where was that at? Are there survivors?
And that is how you sabotage a sawmill.
Wayko hides
Also, we should leave.
under his hat.
I don't really see the point in destroying the sawmill, though.
Well, what if we had been losing?
That's a good point.
What of it?
Plus, look at how smashed up it is in there. Like, that's gonna block the river flow. It's gonna just ruin everyone's days. It's amazing.
Would have
Yeah.
given us new vigor, a second wind in a fight that wasn't going our way. Unfortunately, we just beat the pants off them.
There's all kinds of
Yes.
dead cultists in there, and they're gonna get all soggy now.
Unfortunately, it went our way.
I'm just saying, it could have been more
All
interesting.
right.
Plus, look, we have a new friend. New friend. New friend.
He's still unconscious, like
I just got my face right up to his face. I go, new friend.
Yeah, Wayko's not being creepy at all.
We
It's
probably
just
should
like,
explain what happened.
What?
We probably should explain what happened to whoever shows up, because eventually this is gonna come back around to us, and
I don't know if that's specifically true.
Wayko says nope and starts walking.
I'm,
Walking away.
I'm counting on it.
Yeah.
the cross
Nope.
is already gone. He just left to go find a
Yeah, he's going to
birdcage.
get new
Yeah, I really
bird
don't
friend.
feel like anybody can prove that we were ever here, especially if we leave right now.
I'm 5 steps ahead of you.
Emil shrug and follow along with everyone else.
Who's
I'm
dragging
a-
a unconscious Justicar through the streets of Magmar?
My
we-
war cat
we're
if no one
covered
tried to
in
do anything else.
burlap sacks.
Do what?
I said my war cat if no one else. Also, he's naked, right? Didn't we take his armor?
We'll roll him up in a
He
carpet
took
and
his
say we're
armor,
moving.
but not his robes.
Yeah, we
Oh,
took
oh, okay, yeah, fair
his
enough.
mithril shirt, but not his
We took the important part.
underwear.
Yeah, you didn't take the Justicar robes off of him, so
So everyone
Well, I
can
mean, if
clearly
we had to take the
identify it.
Justicar robes off to get at the armor,
Then we would have put back the Justicar robes afterwards.
nah, just as under-
Right?
This isn't Skyrim. We're not just gonna leave dead, naked guys everywhere. Like, come on,
or not.
a little bit more character than that.
Do you, Wayko?
Come on, I want to see no dead guy junk.
I assume we run
Or-
into a guard like immediately.
Oh look,
That depends. I haven't gotten any stealth rolls.
Oh my god, if only we knew someone who was good at that.
I'm not good at that.
Yeah, I know you aren't.
Are you guys traveling as a group or no?
I don't think we're gonna like try and sneak a Justicar through the town.
Yeah,
Are we?
I don't. think-
I have no
I'm-
intention of doing that.
Yeah, I don't know how we would.
You can stealth if you want, but I'm pretty sure we're in the clear here. We'll just tell everyone he was evil,
Yeah.
and also he's not dead. He's unconscious, so we're not breaking any laws. Maybe we just say he drank too much. And then
And
we're
that
just
would
take-
explain the bruises and the gash marks
Yeah.
from the monster cat.
He fell down
Well,
the
he was-
stairs.
Into a monster cat.
Yeah.
It's a
monster
meat
cat.
blender.
I was in his imagination.
Imaginary
To be
monster.
fair, he did try to kill us, and there was evidence in the building that.
Oops!
What building?
Yeah.
I've never even been to a lumber yard before.
Yeah, I mean, I assume we just go up to a guard and just be like, yeah, we got this prisoner guy, and he's, we have evidence, pointing him
Eh,
to
shiver me
towards the
timber.
murders.
By the gods, Justicar Ironbrawn.
Any timber.
We also have all of these masks made of human flesh.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's not show them.
let's try
Okay.
them on.
How about we
Yeah.
pick up?
Look at my new masks.
How about we pick up next
Next time!
Next
That was well done.
time. Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Thank you, travelers, for once again stopping by and having a wonderful time with us. Hopefully, you were able to make it through that abysmal performance of my dice and enjoy the combat for at least what it was. May it serve to remind you that running APs with optimized characters within them is not always the most combat efficient idea for a GM, but it is what is done. Hopefully, you still get some enjoyment out of it.
And combat optimized nothing.
Because
The
I'm
wizard's
pretty sure-
whacking people with his quarterstaff.
Yeah, and a 29, a DC like a 20-something DC at this level for the enemies
Yeah, is a thing.
Yeah.
is the thing. All right, that's all we have for tonight. I hope everyone
Yeah.
had fun.
it was great. That was a
Yeah.
macho massacre.
Macho
Monster
massacre.
Mush.
There's your title.
All right.
I'm gonna be a macho massacre.
Sure.
Don't overthink it. Thank you guys for watching, people.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. God bless and enjoy. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.